Hi everybody, I'm Phil. Welcome to Autosport. We're here at the Australian Grand Prix in front of quite a packed media day on Thursday. It's a famous Melbourne Walk where all the drivers pass through. It's a really cool event and it's nice to have the season opener here. Emily here is with me and we are going to talk you through the day today. Of just media day, so we're still kind of in the same position of not knowing who's strong, but what did you take away from today?
Yeah, I mean, look, it's great to be here, firstly. I mean, if you're a fan, this is absolutely the place to be. All the drivers walk through here in the morning, and yeah, it's been a great start. I feel like overall, everyone's really happy to be back here in Melbourne for the season opener. I think, as we were just saying before, no one's too doom and gloom. Everyone seems, pretty happy. They're feeling pretty good. But yeah, overall, it seems like everyone is, taking testing with a grain of salt. That's sort of the overarching theme of everyone we spoke to today, and kind of just eager to get on track tomorrow.
Yeah, and of course, a lot of debuts, a lot of people in new teams, new colours. Lewis Hamilton at Ferrari is obviously the big one. Yeah. We've got all these rookies. Your fellow Aussie, Jack Doohan, is here as well.
Yeah.
Quite an interesting debut for him. So what did you take away from how they address the media?
Yeah, I mean, look, fair play to Jack. He really faced the questions head on. A journalist in the press conference asked him, what do you make of these rumours that Colapinto is going to be potentially replacing you? And he was like, look, all I can do is my best. There's no point, putting stock in what is currently rumours. And so I guess he'll have to do his talking on track. And, you only get your home race once, your second race ever in front of a hometown crowd. It's going to be enough pressure already, I think.
Yeah, I mean, he's enjoyed as well, right? It's so much work, so many years to try and get to Formula One. So he deserves to have a good shot and enjoy it. What I also liked is Gabriel Bortoleto at Sauber. He copped some criticism from Helmut Marko, actually. You call him like a B-level driver. Like, he shouldn't be making it to Formula One. And he said, actually, Helmut Marko did bring a lot of talents into Formula One, but he also brought in some wrong talents into Formula One. So there's a nice little, assertive answer there from Bortoleto. And it's good to see some rookies really just stand for themselves and elbows out, trying to earn their place, really.
Were any other rookies standing out to you today from the ones you spoke to?
Well, obviously, Kimi Antonelli, that's a big one as well. Mercedes organised a media event that we were at this morning on Kilda. And he makes a good impression on me as well. Again, he's not afraid, he seems prepared. Toto Wolff was also saying that, I'm not expecting George Russell to just blow him away. He's going to be there. There's a reason why he's in the car. George Russell as well. I said, I'm not expecting to be that much quicker than him, if at all. Yeah. It's just the experience that's going to make a difference, but he's got the talent and he's got the speed. Yeah,
you're right. Toto, I think, made a real point to say, look, we aren't putting the pressure on him yet. We're going to let him, take time, develop and learn, and really made a point to make sure we knew that.
Yeah, exactly. And then I suppose the other big topic is McLaren, defending world champions. So they come here also as the favourites because they were really quick in testing. Everybody seems to think that they are the favourites. The long runs looked good as well. And it was interesting because it's such a contrast with 12 months ago when you had all the drama around Red Bull.
Crazy.
Obviously, there's a saga around Christian Horner. And now it seems like completely the opposite. McLaren, so serene. They re-signed Andrea Stella, they re-signed their aero chief, Peter Prodromou. Now they've re-signed Oscar Piastri in a long-term deal, so he's all about stability there.
Absolutely. I mean, it's interesting, you talk to Oscar and Lando, both of them are just cool as cucumbers. I mean, Lando in particular, he was just so calm when we spoke to him earlier today. He said, it's the start of the season, I'm going to do everything I can, but, we'll see how the car performs on track.
And how do you see Oscar go? Obviously, it's his first real chance to win this race, his own race. All the Australian media are going nuts over him and the fans. So how do you see that?
It's tough. I mean, because we heard it from Daniel for a long time that the Australian media in particular are quite hard on Australian drivers, and there's so much attention on you this weekend. We've seen Oscar at, Jack Daniel's event, MasterCard. He's been all over town. I mean, we were saying earlier this week, his face is on every other billboard.
Yeah.
But it seems like he's as level-headed as can be. He sort of said in the press conference, I know it'll be a great headline for you guys,
But it's totally not his thing, right? He's not Daniel Ricciardo. He's not that guy. But he's kind of having to roll with it, I guess.
Yeah, and I feel like he's really connected. I mean, if you look behind us, I'm sure if people pulled up the faces they're holding, there's lots of Oscar Piastri. He's really connected with, the Australian fans and the Australian market in particular. So it's exciting. I feel like it's his first real, chance to shine in Melbourne.
Yeah, so a lot to look forward to. So many unknowns, and it's really nice to have such a mix-up grid with new faces. Now we just have to figure out who actually has a quick car. Testing, there's always some sort of fog of war about who's really as quick as they think they are. And yeah, can't wait to get some answers from tomorrow.
Very excited. I feel like that's the thing with testing, right? You always got to take it with a grain of salt, so we really don't have much of an idea. So hopefully tomorrow we'll get some answers.
Okay, so we'll see you again tomorrow at Albert Park for free practice.